That's how extreme he is. That's how vile he is. So when Trump is surrounded by people like this, what do we expect? What do we expect other than hatred and bigotry? And finally, it doesn't end here, as you've heard before. But make sure when you go home today, if you haven't done so already, sign the petition to send a message to Theresa May that Trump is not welcome here, and we will send him back. And also, make sure you come out on these demonstrations. Make sure you write to the MP for what that's worth, and make sure that you make your voice heard, and we can say no to racism, no to Islamophobia, no to bigotry. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Omar. I think we should remember that Donald Trump announced the Muslim ban on Holocaust Memorial Day. I want you to say after me, never again! Never again! Never again! Never again! Never again! Our next speaker is here representing the Jewish Socialist Group. Please give a warm welcome to David Rosenberg.
Thank you, and greetings from the Jewish Socialist Group and from all the Jewish organisations who are here today. We live in a world where too many people would like Jews and Muslims to be enemies, but we are here as Jews to express our complete solidarity with Muslims threatened and victimised. You are our sisters, you are our brothers, our friends and neighbours, and as Jews, we stand by you. We stand also with the Mexican people, who are mainly Catholic, bearing the brunt of Trump's racism. And as Jews who know something about being refugees, we give our solidarity to all refugees of all nationalities, of all faiths and none. And we know those refugees are being kept out of that tiny, overcrowded country, the USA, and they are enduring humiliating and inhuman border controls. We are very proud that American Jews voted overwhelmingly against Trump. They recognise him and all the white supremacists and Christian fundamentalists he collected around him during his campaign as anti-Semites. But this wasn't just self-interest. American Jews were very prominent in the civil rights movement in the 60s, and when they reject Trump today, they are also rejecting his racism against others, his sexism, his attacks on the environment, and the naked greed of corporations that he will strengthen at the expense of the poor. We know our history. When we heard what he was doing to Muslims, we remembered the Jewish refugees during the Holocaust who were turned away by America and sent back to Europe to add to the funeral pyre. We also know how few Jews were allowed to enter Britain after Hitler came to power. When they finally allowed some Jews to enter in 1938 and 39, the Daily Mail and the Daily Express were screaming about alien Jews pouring in, overrunning the country, and all that shit. Before she became Prime Minister, Theresa May spent 6 years as Home Secretary. Her record towards refugees was as bad as her predecessors in the 1930s. Trump and May are made for each other. The demos that we have had on Monday and the Women's March, we know from that and today, Trump has very few friends in the world. He has a lot of enemies, but one of his friends will be here on Monday. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, the butcher of the Palestinians, Prime Minister for the settlers, for the occupiers, not for the ordinary people of Israel, not for the Jewish diaspora. Netanyahu is no friend of ours. This warmonger does not speak in our name. Last point. And make sure you're here on Monday to greet him. May and Trump can discuss how to make rich corporations get richer. Netanyahu and Trump can talk about building walls. We are the Jews who know nothing about walls, but we know everything about barricades. Our message to Maggie May, to warmonger Netanyahu, to racist Trump is no pasarán, they shall not pass.
Thank you very much, David, for an excellent message. No pasarán!
No pasarán!
Our next speaker is here representing Friends of Al-Aqsa. Please welcome Ishmael Patel.
Thank you very much, everybody. Since President Trump came to power, he's passed 17 executive orders. He wants to build a wall between America and Mexico. He wants to legalize torture. He wants to increase investment in his army and wants to ban Muslims. But that's not the only thing he wants to do. He's threatening Iran. He wants to antagonize China. He wants to undermine women and people of color. We stand here and say, no to Trump's discrimination. Repeat after me, no to Trump's discrimination.
No to Trump's discrimination!
No to Trump's racism.
No to Trump's racism!
No to Trump's anti-Semitism.
No to Trump's
No
anti-Semitism!
to Trump's homophobia.
No to Trump's homophobia!
No to Trump's Islamophobia.
No to Trump's Islamophobia!
Theresa May, listen to us. The hundreds of thousands of people who marched throughout the country. The 1.8 million people who signed the petition. No to Trump. No to Trump.
No to Trump!
No to Trump.
No to Trump!
Friends, we need to be united. There's a triangle that's emerging between Washington, Tel Aviv, and UK to increase discrimination and bigotry. We stand against that. We stand united for peace, justice, and one people of the globe. Thank you very much. Be with us. Watch us.
Thank you, Ishmael, for excellent messages. I'd now like to welcome our next speaker. Please give a warm welcome to Rebecca Johnson, who's here representing the Green Party.
Thank you very much, and I bring greetings from Caroline, who couldn't be here, and all the Greens that I also see here. We are standing here with you in solidarity, because when Trump abuses women and builds walls against Mexicans and dismisses
I'm here because I read a thing that a child had written. Said they'd been sitting in a history lesson and were asked what they would do if they were alive when Hitler was coming to power. And they said, what you're doing now, that's what you would
But
have
it's
done.
not just about
Trump is a fascist, and we've all got to unite
Theresa
against
May
his
is
Islamophobia, his
colluding
racism,
and
his misogyny.
reinforcing the hatred and
abortion ban, that's going to be
bigotry
terrible for
and
women.
policies
For all
that
of us
Trump
got to
has brought into
unite
play.
together.
People voted for him despite
it's
hearing
great,
how
it's
he's
great.
abused women and despite and
I'd
sadly
always
many
just like
because of his racist plans. So it's about us, how we deal with racism and violence against women.